bring up this episode here. Borg Advance, that's bugging me. Hey! Sphere of Influence. And you know what, before I do this mission, I'm actually going to do a little bit of due diligence here. And the reason for that is, whenever you are put into an AI ship in this game, the game will clear out all of your skills. It's infuriating. So I'm actually going to pull out my phone here and take a picture. Because, you know, just be silly if we could save our skill layout. You know, save our what skills we have set up and our traits and whatnot. It'd be silly if we were able to do that. So, of course, I got to pull out my phone and take a picture of what my damn skill screen is. Because, of course, Cryptic has known about this bug for years and still hasn't fixed it. There we go. Picture taken. But yeah, every time you're put in... Let's call it what it is. You're put in charge of a ship as a commercial, essentially, for their new store item. It clears out your skills from your captain skills, and you have to reassign them. So if you didn't have what you had there memorized, have fun remembering what the fuck it was. So, Sphere of Influence. This kicked off, I believe it was Season 8, The Sphere. And of the Solanae Dyson Sphere, there's a whole bunch of missions in this, but there are only 3 that matter. There is Sphere of Influence, let's see, A Step Between Stars, and Surface Tension. That's it. All this other stuff, busy work. Crap. Fortunately, we should have the, hopefully we have the updated Worf model in this one. Alright. Sphere of Influence. Okay. So this picks up basically right after all of the Romulan missions that I've done like 3 times and we're never doing again. The gateway discovered beneath the surface of New Romulus is prepared and ready for activation. Because the Romulan Republic is dedicated to sharing the gateway and all we learn from it with our allies, we are inviting representatives of the Romulan Republic, the Federation, and the Klingon Defense Force to join us on New Romulus for the first trip through the gateway. I would be honored if you would join us. Why is the Romulan Republic inviting the Romulan Republic to the Romulan Republic's shindig? That is also a question. So for this, you will get not vendor trash for once. You'll get the Ancient Omnidirectional Beam Array, which is an anti-proton array, which is, if you're into that sort of thing. You'll also get the Obelisk Subspace Rift Warp Core, which is a step above your bog standard warp cores. So, not vendor trash. Actual usefulness this time. Excuse me. Let's begin Sphere of Influence. The bulk of our away team will not be participating in this little dog and pony. It's mainly just going to be us and Worf. And I'm okay with that. Worf seems like, maybe not in Next Gen. He was a little too aggro in Next Gen. But once he was a little more seasoned, well, let's say, over the course of Deep Space Nine, he seemed like a real chill guy to hang out with.
It would be my pleasure.
Alright, that got cut off. As part of our excavations into this area, we found artifacts from a much older civilization that once lived on this world. These primitive people appeared to share the planet with their gods, in actuality a species with a much higher technological level than their own. These Daewans were abandoned when their gods left the world, but over time developed their own culture and technology. Then they found the gateway. It's Iconian, but it must have seemed almost magical to the Daewans. Using geothermal energy, they managed to activate the gateway briefly, but the reaction was too unstable. The geothermal tap caused a chained volcanic reaction that devastated the planet. Hey Mikey, what's up? Our scientists say that ash clouded the sky, dropping temperatures and dramatically altering the climate of much of the habitable land. Radiation levels spiked and many of the day ones died. The survivors were treated to underground shelters, but it was the end of their civilization. Only the flora and fauna that could adapt survived, until we arrived. You were instrumental in helping us discover the secrets of this world. Now that we found the Iconian Gateway, we feel that it would be a boon to the Romulan Republic. The entire galaxy will be at our fingertips.
Welcome to New Romulus.
I am Frennek, and I serve as a liaison officer for Detan. As you can see, we've stabilized the environment in this area as part of our investigations of the Gateway. Protective gear is no longer necessary. Admiral Kerarek is waiting for you in the Gateway chamber. You guys bring in some lights? Speak with Kerarek. Okay.
Welcome.
Oi. The Romulan Republic is here, along with representatives from our allies in the Federation and the Klingon Empire, to witness the dawn of a new age. Harnessing the power of this gateway will change everything for our people. Yes, we must be cautious. The Day Ones tried to do the same, and it destroyed them. But we have been studying this gateway since you helped us discover it. Well, I don't know why... That's a text error. I don't know why it's like that, because he's talking to the guy who did it. So, proofread your shit, please. And we believe that we understand where the Day Ones went wrong. We now have the technology and knowledge we need to successfully adapt Iconian technology for our own use. You see, I would have gone, we now have the expertise we need, instead of technology and knowledge, because then you're like just repeating the same word over again. We have a few final adjustments to make, and then we'll be ready to...
You think you have corrected the issue? Consider what happened to the Day Ones, and what the result would be if the Romulans lose a second homeworld.
Look at fucking Worf here! All, like, fucking... He looks... I gotta get a good look at his character model, but that looks more like the fucking Imperial Guard from Skyrim than it does Klingon battle armor.
I have encountered Iconian gateways twice before. In both those instances, the finest commanders I ever served found the technology to be too dangerous to preserve. It is difficult to believe that you have managed to do what they could not.
He's talking about Picard and Sisko, and I believe those episodes were Contagion and To the Death. I think it was To the Death. Are there problems?
No problem.
Ambassador Worf was invited here because of his experience with Iconian gateways. He has been voicing his concerns with our decision to activate the gateway. Did this originally have voice acting? My science teams are convinced that they have solved the problems of the past, but I fear that, like the ambassador, some of my engineers have their doubts. I'm almost certain this was voice acted. The Tan and the Senate believe this to be an important step for the New Republic, but it is a step that we must take with our allies. We respect their opinions and want them to join us in this venture, just as the Bajorans and Federation worked in tandem when the wormhole to the Gamma Quadrant was discovered. In the interest of easing some concerns, I invite you to take a final check of the data. Perhaps, Captain Person would be willing to assist you?
Acceptable. Admiral Carrick, I want to start by reviewing your science team's work.
Alright, let's have a good look at you, Worf. I need, do I have the flashlight? I do. Okay. What's the flashlight map to? Flashlight, come out. There we go. Let's have a good look at you, Worf. Yeah, that looks awfully Thalmor. That's hella high elf of you to wear. Yeah, that's super, ugh. Ugh. Some problems with the lighting here. That's just this game in a nutshell. Just problems. Just bugs upon bugs upon bugs. And zero interest in squashing them.
I'm sorry, did you need something?
I don't mean to be so distracted, but it's taken a lot of work and a lot of late nights to get here. Finally, we're ready. We've considered everything that could go wrong and planned for any contingency. I'm certain this was voice acted. The Day Ones weren't as advanced technologically as we are. They hadn't even become a warp culture but when they tried to repower the gateway. We have advantages they could only dream of having. There's some risk, of course, but anything worth doing has some risk. We wouldn't be standing on a new homeworld for our people if we hadn't been willing to take a chance and challenge the Tal Shiar. Alright, how can I help?
With all due respect to you, Ambassador, I don't think there's anything to worry about.
If you want, I'll review the data my team has collected with you. You can review the power variance coefficient numbers for the Alpha, Gamma, and Delta monitors. Maybe I do need another set of eyes. I've had a lot of trouble sleeping. That is because she is getting abducted by Iconians.
Program initialized. Select monitoring program.
Power from beta feed dropping.
Program initialized. Program initialized. Program initialized.
Were you able to find the coefficient numbers for me? Are you sure? Were you able to find the Alpha is 14. Yes, that's correct. Gamma, are you sure? Were you able to find the Alpha is 4? Yes, that's correct. Are you sure? Were you able to find Alpha is 14? Yes, that's correct. Gamma.
As you can see, we have all the numbers perfectly in order.
Your numbers may be correct, but have you ever witnessed the power of one of these gateways outside of a holodeck? Well, I have. I was invited here to share my knowledge with those willing to listen.
I have no patience for cryptic dialogue, quotation marks, puzzles. Sorry. Read this and then repeat it back to me is not a puzzle.
Even the best plans seldom survive contact with the enemy.
Yes, they've been asking for the final power variance numbers.
I'm sure Commander Mayek would appreciate the newest set of data.
I appreciate you speaking up about your concerns.
That is all the voice acting I'm going to record for this wall of text. If our projections are off at all, we could end up freezing to death in caves just like the Day Ones. This gateway is an extremely valuable resource, but is it worth losing everything we've built here? I have new numbers for you.
Finally.
You want a full-time job here? I could use some reliable help. These aren't too bad. Better than what we had before. Maybe this will work after all.
I agree that the simulations look promising, but I still have some concerns.
So do I, but we're on a deadline.
My team has the geothermal tap operational, and with the proper numbers we can finally align the power flow to the gateway and activate it again. I'd be happy to discuss your concerns with you, Ambassador, but I'll need someone to help with the final commands to raise the pylons while I monitor the power levels. Could you help? All of my team are busy with the tap, and it will give the Ambassador and I some time to talk. I'd ask Adrana to do it, but she's got her hands full as it is. Detan invited you here. He had a good reason, and he's a good man. I trust him. I don't care.
Perhaps we can find a solution that will ensure the safety of all of us. Show me your projections.
Yeah, I'll go activate the consoles, because we certainly didn't pass a whole bunch of people doing absolutely fucking nothing standing down the hallway on my way in here. But sure, that's right, flag officer, I'll go do the, stupid shit, yes. Just have the flag officer do all the grunt work. Wow, look at that. It looks absolutely like no Iconian gate that was ever shown on any of the series. You know, they actually do have an Iconian gate prop. They used it in the earliest versions of the game for the Undine storyline. And then they stopped using it for El Generico MMO, like, organic-looking alien shit. Like, that looks like you could have put it in DC Universe Online and it would have had about the same, you know, visual impact. Like, it would have looked exactly just fine in any other MMO. So I don't know why they went with this weird ass, you know, like when they already had like Iconian gates. They already had it appear the way they looked in canon for it. I don't know why they went with this weird floaty. For all I know why. I know why. It's because Halo 4 happened by this point. That's why. Because like Taket is like, it does that, you know, like the Iconians are like the what the hell was his name? That's how boring he was. Didact. And the Prometheans and shit, they're just like that. So yeah, so this was supposed to be like Forerunner. Is, you know what, the more I think about that, the more sense that makes. That's supposed to be their cribbing from Forerunner, because Lord knows they cribbed from Mass Effect for the plot of for the whole plot of Star Trek Online. So yeah,
The numbers are good, but something seems off.
This gateway may not be exactly like the others we've encountered.
Agreed. Sensor readings from the gateways I've encountered were significantly different than this. Could it be because of the power source you're using?
Readings like this make me wonder.
I keep waiting for the voice acting to continue. You open a door and that means there's got to be something on the other side. Maybe this isn't a one-way trip. Do you think there's something on the other side trying to get in?
The numbers aren't saying that exactly, but it's a real possibility.
I understand what the gateway means to my people, but I'm concerned about what it could happen. I'm concerned about what it could happen if we open it without taking more precautions. Grammar! Can we add more security?
Captains Sean and Corrin have been consulting with Kararet's security forces. I will ask Corrin to deploy some of her finest warriors.
Okay, then I'll go ask Sean to help actually resolve the problem.
I do not know Captain Sean, but he commands an enterprise. He must be a formidable man. He also has less enthusiasm for activating the gateway than others here. I am certain he has considered all the options.
I'll speak with Sean and see what our options are. Sean's option is blowing it the fuck up. I like Sean.
How may I assist you?
Good to see you again. That's two. How can I assist you in what? Like, oi.
The team looks like it's almost done with the final checks. Make it quick.
Actually, Ambassador Worf has some concerns about the gateway. And that's all we pay Dave Rebus for. Okay. And because he can't come over and chat with a Starfleet officer without raising some eyebrows in his own delegation, he's sending you instead. Interesting. This was voice acted. All of this was. I'm certain of it. Interesting. Tell him I share in his concerns about the gateway. What does he think we should do? He wants an option to neutralize the gateway if we need to.
I'll admit I've been dubious about this project from the start.
Why would... Some things are too powerful for anyone to have. Still, it's my job to do what Starfleet Command orders, so the Enterprise is here to assist and represent the Federation. But it's also my job to protect my ship and the Federation, so I had my engineers work up some contingency plans. A bomb. If Korn is bringing in extra ground troops to deal with any unwelcome visitors, that should help. My chief engineer worked up a few small spatial charges with enough power to take out the gateway. If we attach them to the base of the pylons, we'll be able to stop a disaster before it starts. I don't want to use them unless we have to. We're here at the Romulans' invitation, after all. But it's always good to have a backup plan. Alright. I'll take care of it.
What are you... Ah, good idea.
Good idea, says the engineer in charge of this thing. Why didn't I think about strapping a bomb to the thing that I'm trying to get working?
If all the preparations are complete, I see no reason to delay.
I see the reasons that this is stupid and insane, and will usher in a galactic apocalypse if you try. That's just my 2 cents. Witness! Witness Romulans!
Initiating final power transfer.
So hard, it took my console with it. I had to restart the console. Like, damn. And all the NPCs are gone. Holy shit. Is this just like... No, there's Freddick. Where the hell is everyone? Oh my god. Wow. Holy shit. Alright, it says I'm stable. I don't know what the hell that was. We may try and migrate this back to PC if it keeps fucking up. I guess I might as well. Like, if this keeps fucking up, we might as well go with what we got for this time, and then we'll migrate to PC and finish it off there. But holy shit. Alright. Witness Romulans, Yulins. Romulans.
Initiating final power transfer.
That is a ghost.
Power output rising. Levels are within expected parameters.
Activating gateway.
I see a ghost there. What the hell? Is that me?
We got a spike.
Who is the ghost? There's a ghost right next to Kararak. Who is that?
Abort! Abort the mission!
Shut it down.
Detonating charges.
Yeah, there's a ghost standing there next to him. Who is that? Is that me? You see him? He's right there.
Into the gateway. Now!
That has to be the... This gateway went so wrong, it made a ghost doppelganger of me that is now haunting Kararek for the rest of his days. That's how badly Kararek fucked up here.
I knew that gateway would be trouble. We can't get a reading on where we are or how far we've traveled. The best we can figure out is that we are not in normal space anymore. And we are trapped.
I love the way that begins. Like, I fucking told you. I've told every one of you.
The scientists have been able to get a few readings from New Romulus, but the gateway was damaged. We cannot use it to return. A few people managed to grab some supplies on their way through the gateway.
How?
They might have something useful. Check the crates. Assist with the wounded. Once we have seen to the immediate problems, then we can worry about getting out of here.
Alright. Yeah. Personal space, Adrana. So... okay. So here we come to the Stargate Universe knockoff mission. That's basically what this mission is. Because Stargate Universe was running at the time, I think? Or was this right after Universe got canceled? I do know that this was compared to Stargate Universe. Because the setup is exactly the same as in Universe. A rock hit me on my way to the gate. Those are some big rocks, dude. I guess it could have been worse. I could have still been there when the top of the cavern came down. Okay. Here, have this auto suture. It's my left arm. It hurts to move it. Okay, apply bandage. Apply sling. Here's a band-aid on your broken arm. I do the medicines. Okay, I'll be okay. It's just a scrape. Apply bandage. I do the medicines real good. It's my ankle. I can't put any weight on it. I hope we don't have to move quickly. I don't think I can walk, much less run. Let's see. Okay. Are you resting? Okay. Ice. Compress. Limb. Again.
I believe I have found a way to open this door, but it will take two of us to override the controls.
So begins happy fun times with General Killmonger Worf.
I think I can open this door, but I will need your assistance. Once I override the security protocols, you will need to rewire the primary motivator to release the locking clamps. Are you ready?
Yep. I'm ready to be a badass with Worf.
Now, to see what lies beyond.
Dies. Worf gets Worfed immediately.
Interesting. Are you detecting high trace levels of Tetrion radiation? My tricorder shows this to be a complex of some kind. There is another large room further down this hallway. I am picking up something beyond this door. As much as I hate to say this, we will cover more ground if we split up.
Agreed. We can GM. We can GM. Ah! We can derail the campaign faster that way. Hey, Flair.
Agreed. We should keep in contact as we search.
Commander Nignon will accompany me.
If there is a way home, we will find it. I'm sure you will. Or you'll get captured, because Corrin is useless.
I will accompany you.
I'm good with that. I'll organize a security detail to remain here. All the rest of you motherfuckers, don't move. Everyone else. Okay, I'm good. Should I go with the Phantasy Star Online? These are actually hella. If I say so myself, these nanopulse mechaliths are actually hella reminiscent of the daggers from OG Phantasy Star Online. It's too bad they don't come in blue. Let's see. Dual nanopulse disruptor pistols. I think that I'm going to go dual wield with Worf. You guys can stay here and try not to die. I'll take care of things here. Good luck, and watch your back. We don't know who else could be in this place or what they want.
Come. We will find the way out.
Yes, we will. Worf? Yes. You see, either Worf is an absolute ultimate badass, which he is, or he's Worf, so he takes the fire first. In either case, my odds of survival went way up. Scan equipment. It is Ball. Ambient traces of Tetrion radiation. Environmental and life support controls. Data logs show that the environment was recently adjusted from settings non-compatible with most humanoid life. More balls. The multi-adaptive life support system is technology beyond what is currently known by known Alpha and Beta Quadrant civilizations, but it appears to have the wear and tear of many somethings of use.
I'm picking up some odd Tetrion readings, and we've been able to confirm that we're in subspace, but there's nothing conclusive yet.
I think we're in a medical facility, although it's not like any sick bay I've ever seen before.
This facility is mostly automated. That doesn't mean it's abandoned.
We're keeping a watch for automated security. Nothing we can't handle yet, but we found something interesting in this room. It looks like some sort of targeting array. I'm going to try and find out more about it.
Maybe it's a way to open a gateway to a location, without a corresponding one on the other end.
I'll check in when we know more. Sean out. I think we should take a closer look at the large console.
Good idea. If there is a targeting system and a medical bay, we may find the equivalent of a shuttle bay as well.
Agreed. Yeah. I'm going to put the phaser rifle back on. This is the main control console for the environmental controls. The environment can be set to accommodate a wide range of humanoid and non-humanoid species. Whoever used these controls last set the environment for a breathable oxygen-nitrogen mixture that is standard for most humanoid species. You cannot determine how long it has been since they were last accessed.
We have not heard from the security detail. We need to check in with them.
You had one job, and that was not to die.
Are you sure something here is not blocking our communicators? This is suspicious.
No.
We should check in with Corrin and Sean's teams.
Corrin, come in.
Corrin here.
We haven't found anything this direction yet. I'll return to our starting location and find out what's happened. Good luck, Sean.
I've found what appears to
Huh, that's strange. You couldn't pay Rivas for 3 more words? Captain Sean, what is it?
Did you hear that? Ensign, look out!
Captain of the Enterprise.
Captain Sean's team is in trouble. Hurry!
It'll be fine. I like to point out, if you were a fan of the Star Trek magazine, of reading those lore, like the story bits, Christine Thompson would write there. The Enterprise is currently getting manhandled. Like, the Enterprise is in a free fall. There's a virus that is attacking the ship. The first officer is stuck operating the elevator for people. It's pure fucking chaos. Everybody's about to die. And meanwhile, Sean has gone missing on this thing. Fuck knows what's happening to him. Okay, Sean's tricorder is still recording, but there's a 4-minute gap in the file. That looks like half a tricorder. You find a Starfleet issue phaser, but this one has had several adjustments made to it to maximize its power. The work is impressive. And people wouldn't be able to do that for years. What the hell is inside a comm badge for it to make a puddle like that? The remains of a comm badge are smashed on the floor along with a smear of blood. Okay, so that's blood. Toolbox.
No sign of Sean's team. We are not alone here.
This appears to be a targeting system of some sort, with settings for 6 coordinates. It shares some characteristics with a transporter, but the technology is so far beyond what you've seen before that you're not sure you'll be able to operate it.
This does not bode well. We should rendezvous with Corrin and the others.
Worf's command of the obvious is amazing. So, I got one too. Get him! What the hell are you guys doing here?
Gone. They would not have left without their supplies.
Personal
or weapons.
space.
Can you hail them? We must find Corrin and the others.
The only way left to us is the path Corrin took. Alright. We need to hurry. Corrin might be in danger. We can't lose Corrin. Whatever would we do if Corrin were to disappear?
Wait. I know this place. I have been here before.
Blood. Well, Corrin's dead.
This table. I saw one just like it when I served on the Enterprise. Blood. Klingon and Farasan. Corrin put up a fight. There are data entries here that correspond to our missing people. They will be taken for examination soon.
What the hell was the name of this episode? I can't remember. Schisms, yes. Thank you, Flair. I kept thinking of Realm of Fear, but that's the Barclay Transporter episode.
It was a Solanogen-based race, and I have seen this before. When I served on the Enterprise, we attracted attention of aliens who existed solely in subspace. They abducted us, experimented on us. We did not know why, but their actions went far beyond mere curiosity. We were able to stop them before they established a pocket of subspace on board the ship, but not before they sent a burst of energy through. If these aliens served the Iconians, that energy could have been a message.
Wait a while.
Corin was not taken without a fight. Of that I am sure. And this table has not been used yet. These aliens must be holding the others. It is only a matter of time before they will be examined as well, and the experiments can be deadly. Everyone here is in danger. We must find and free them.
I think one of the poor bastards who got abducted by these guys had all of his blood replaced with some kind of fucking polymer. Yeah. What the fuck were you gonna find out from that? Like, what were you gonna find out from doing that?
There is a holding area down this hall. We should... Automated defenses! Defend yourself! That Guardian was damaged by a disruptor. Corin's work.
The importance of blood.
We can overload the power cell from that Guardian. It should blast through the door.
This guy is full of this thing. Let's take the thing out and replace it with sausage.
Be ready. There may be more Guardians beyond this door.
We'll either find out the importance of blood or the importance of sausage. Fill all their veins with sausage. Okay. There's supposed to be fire. There's supposed to be explosions there. But the way that cutscene looks, it looks like Worf just kicked the fucking door in and it flew across the room. Damn. Star Trek Online. Never not the most broken thing you've ever seen. It looks like he just Kool-Aid Man through the door. Alright. You guys had one job, and that was not to die. And what do I find you doing? What do I find you guys in the midst of doing? Dying. Stop. Cease.
I don't see Captain Sean or Maya here. Enemy target on Denver.
Corin, do you mind? Desiccated corpse, not from any species you recognize. If I must.
I don't see Captain Sean or Maya here.
Where are they? I don't know.
There's no more time.
We need to stop wandering around this place and get back to New Romulus. Staying here is only gonna get more of us killed.
No. There is still someone missing who could be saved. We are not leaving without them.
He's right. We keep looking. Wait, I got a couple things. What's going on over here? Oh, that's way over there. Fuck that shit. Unidentified assault drone. Worf, you want to join us at some point? Join us. Wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Officer. Security officer. Okay, there are not two Worfs. For a moment, I was wondering if the cutscene invented another Worf, like the Gateway cutscene did. Hey Worf, you want to maybe come with? That's right. Come on, come on, Worf. Come on, come on. Let's see, examine Guardian. Perimeter sleep complete. Taking a loading. Yeah. Good job, Corrin. You got captured. Honorable Klingon warrior. Worf? Worf? Okay. Here. Come on, Worf. We gotta find Sean, because, you know... I don't know why, but we do have to find him. Hey, it's the Solanae. We'll never see them again. They sure look menacing. Let's never use them again. Could you guys please not stand on Captain Sean? Could you guys please get the fuck off the flag officer? Thank you. Why are you even here? What is that set to? Where the hell is it? Where the hell is... Okay, so, when your target is commander rank or above. Those were not, like, there was no way in hell those were commander rank. I'm sorry, but, like, defense drones do not qualify as commander rank. Sean is pale and unresponsive. His breathing is shallow and his pulse rate is dropping. He requires immediate medical attention. Diagnostic scan. A tricorder scan shows that Sean's left arm and both antennae have been surgically amputated and then reattached. An unknown foreign substance has been introduced into his lymph nodes, and his superior vena cava has collapsed. Sean's cardiovascular and lymphatic systems have been seriously damaged by the experiments. He requires immediate medical attention. Somehow, I am capable of doing this with no training, no medical equipment whatsoever, but I couldn't save those people on the Azura. What the fuck are you doing, game? Let's see. Regenerate veins. Let's see. Restore circulatory function. Purge lymph nodes.
What happened? How... Can you help, Mike?
I would like a fucking award, sir. I would like, I don't know. I don't know what I want, but I fucking deserve it, because I just performed a medical miracle with my level of medical competency to bring you back from the brink of death. A quick tricorder scan reveals that Mike's blood has been completely replaced with a synthetic liquid polymer. Even immediate medical attention would be no help. His family and friends will want to know what happened. It may not provide comfort, but it would provide closure. You carefully remove his communicator and identification so they can be returned to his loved
There's
ones.
nothing more we can do here.
If we want any hope of finding other survivors or stopping what's happening on New Romulus, we need to keep moving.
Agreed. The best way to honor Mayek's memory is to save his new home.
Did I see what happened to one of those doors on the fleet holdings? No, I did not. Criminy, this mission is long.